Get the fuck out of here! Go home! We don't want you here. We don't like your kind here. We only like people in blue cars around here. One more. Don't honk at me. Don't honk at me, asshole. The gate is open. Time to go through. Are you ready for what's on the other side?
Nope. Oh, God dang it.
And here I thought the Arizona was the unluckiest ship of World War II.
That's what I said.
Yeah. But according to this, it's the William D. Porter. I was going to say, are people just...
I know the unluckiest ship in general, but I don't think it was still World War II.
Titanic?
Not necessarily.
Sultana?
It's got a really ironic name.
Poseidon?
The Unsinkable?
It's called the Lucky Dragon.
Oh, wait, I know that one. Is that the Chinese one that sank off the coast of Shanghai?
What country it was from, but what essentially happened is the U.S. tested a nuclear warhead in the ocean that went off with about it was more than 4 times. I think it was maybe 4 times more, but it was quite a few more.
Oh, it was Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese. Okay, there you go. So
it
went off with way more force than it was supposed to go off with, and it vaporized the nearby coral and shit and created a crater, and the vaporized coral and ash basically floated down onto the Lucky Dragon that was chilling miles away from the blast, and they were like, snow? What's going on? And so they start being like,
game over.
Man.
It's like they got fucked completely over by that, horrible, radiation sickness and death.
There was also, let's see.
And I was just like, damn, what a name to have, the Lucky Dragon, when they were incredibly unlucky.
This video is sponsored by Skillshare.
Ah, yes. William D. Porter.
Hey kids.
Oh.
What did that say?
Guess whose mic broke right before? I think that's what it was saying.
Now,
Guess whose mic broke right before recording? Get ready for some 2017 Tin Can Sam action. So basically, he broke out the Delirious microphone. Gotcha.
hey kids. Now, some philosophers have called boats the airplanes of the sea, but while every glamorous Glennis has its slow-mo shun, so too does JJ the jet plane have his awful, awful counterpart. Her legacy in many ways resembles my middle school career, a 3-year-long travesty plagued by blunder after blunder due to both gross incompetence and sheer misfortune, with the only silver lining being that it's remembered by relatively few. Meet the USS William D. Porter, nicknamed the Willie D, which was a perfectly acceptable alias in the days before Don't Ask, Don't Tell. She was a Fletcher-class destroyer, which, if you know Fletcher as well as I do, you know he's pretty high-class at destroying, like when he snapped off my DS screen during summer camp because he was trying to get a better look. Didn't even apologize. He was just like, well, you're not supposed to bring video games to camp anyway, even though everyone did. Fuck you, Fletcher. You were a counselor. You're supposed to be more mature than us. You're the reason I grew up with a lingering resentment towards authority, and my only reprisal is that I got to draw you as a disgusting fat lard for millions of people.
Fair enough.
Yes. And you know what?
This dude sounds like a douche, though.
Yeah. I'll join you with it, Sam. Fuck you, Fletcher.
Actually, I think his name might have been Eric. Anyway, in July of 1943, the ship was commissioned by the Navy and led by Lieutenant Commander Wilfred A. Walter. As her first real job, the Willie D was assigned to a top-secret escort mission across the Atlantic. Walter was like, alright man, time to prove ourselves. I want to see you all on your A-game. And as its first act under military command, the ship didn't raise anchor properly and tore a massive chunk out of the ship next to it while pulling out.
Oh.
Well done, lads. Well done. How do you miss, like, actually I shouldn't say that because I've heard of plenty of anchor kerfuffles of, like, there was one ship, it was going full speed, and they dropped the anchor, and the anchor caught on the bottom of the ocean, and it caused the ship to, like, and come to a stop, and it basically tore out part of the front of the ship because of, like, the anchor literally, like, after getting tugged down, the anchor holder just came right out, and they had to get the ship repaired and get a new anchor.
Wow.
Okay, rough start, but definitely not a sign of things to come. The next day, she met up with 3 other ships, including 2 destroyers and a battleship known as the USS Iowa, and the fleet set off towards Africa. Given the clandestine nature of the operation, they were ordered to maintain total radio silence so as not to alert any subs that might be lurking below. Suddenly, boom, bang, borf, Hare Krishna, huge explosion off the starboard quarter. They're like, holy shit, evasive maneuvers. But after however many minutes, the transmission comes in saying, hi, this is Wilfred D of the Willie Walter. So a depth charge may have accidentally fallen off the ship, and we may have also forgotten to turn off the safety mechanisms on said charge, causing it to detonate immediately. So if you heard a little noise a bit ago, no cause for alarm. Also, sorry for breaking radio silence. Love you, bye. Shortly thereafter, a strange phenomenon was spotted near the ship. Officer, what in the rhyme of the ancient fuck is that? Appears to be a large wave, sir. Jesus Christ, they have that now? Basically everything that wasn't tied down ended up being swept off, and one of the boilers in the engine room got foobarred. But fortunately, no crew members were taken away, except for the one that was. Later, the 4 ships congregated in the waters east of Bermuda when the Iowa decided to test its anti-air abilities and launched a bunch of weather balloons for target practice. A few of these drifted towards the Willie D, and they took some potshots just for fun, probably wrecking some happy albatross households in the process. But Walter was like, men, it's time to redeem ourselves. Spit those crayons out. Don't you know the purple ones are bad for you? Time for some impromptu torpedo drills on the Iowa. Yay! That was Narnar and the Pow Pow. They're gonna douse their trousers when they see how good we tore those pedos. Say, you guys remember to take the primer out of all of them before launching, right? Yes, sir. Yep. What? Fortunately, the Iowa didn't really have much valuable cargo that could be damaged in the event that the torpedo struck. Oh, except for 32nd President of the United States Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who was being escorted to Cairo as the whole point of the mission.
Oh my god.
Why the hell are you shooting at us?
That's exactly right. Old man in a wheelchair sitting on the back of the ship be like, are those torpedoes? Holy shit! Just trying to roll his ass back up to the front. You're like, Captain! There's torpedoes to the left!
The next 5 minutes aboard the Willie D were just total fucking chaos. Humid sacks of rice, hogs and bats sniffing each other, massive stereos. Commander, we really should radio them. No! I am not breaking any more rules! Do the flashy light thing! Hey, incoming signal from old Iron Brains, a yuck. They're saying they're, going to reverse at full speed? What? Shit off a bowsprit, this ain't working! Fine, call 'em! FaceTime, Uvu, I don't give a hoot! The transmission arrived in the nick of time, and the torpedo detonated a safe distance away in the Iowa's wake. Of course, that didn't stop the entire crew of the Willie D from being arrested for, shooting a torpedo at the president. Lawton Dawson, the Elmer's eater from earlier, was initially sentenced to 14 years hard labor, till FDR came out and was like, no, it's okay. Boys will be boys. But we are sending you and the rest of Carnival Cruise Line to Alaska, where there's fewer things to ruin by being yourself. Get it, Carnival Cruise Line? Because you're the worst. And also clowns. So they kicked it for a while in the Aleutians, otherwise known as the tale of the pregnant rat that makes up Alaska. This went on mostly without
Jesus
incident.
Christ, I had never noticed that before.
I did not need to see that. Now I can't unsee that. Fuck.
It's even got a wedge of cheese in his hand.
Yes! Oh, damn it, Sam. Why did you ruin Alaska for me?
Otherwise known as the tale of the pregnant rat that makes up Alaska.
Damn.
Hold on. You just hear the rat now. Fuck are you staring at, bitch?
This went on mostly without incident, except for when they were anchored outside an officer's home during a New Year's Eve party, and a sailor got drunk and decided to fire off one of the 5-inch guns for a laugh, and ended up sending a bunch of his geranium straight to hell where they belong. Other than that, smooth sailing. Then they hung out at the Philippines for a bit
Nobody
before
teach
Central
these
Command
guys
was...
trigger discipline.
No, because they're a bunch of drunk, trigger-happy shitbirds who do not deserve to have any command of a ship. You're idiots.
I feel like the title Unluckiest ship, in my opinion, unlucky things are things that happen that you have no control over.
Seems like these
It
dickbags
seems to
had
me
a
like
shit ton of control
they were just
over it.
the stupidest crew of the.
You're gonna say, what was was the
II?
collective IQ of the ship 74?
They had an entire brain cell to share amongst all of them.
Yeah, I can just see it now. The captain's just like, Torpedo, you do right?
Huh?
Good, fire! It's like,
Fire!
actually, you know
What
what?
are we firing at?
You know what? It would not surprise me for 1 second if Joe Biden was part of this crew. Not for 1 second. I can just see him now, like back there, be like, fire! What?
No, assuming he's always been as senile as he is already. So.
As far as I'm concerned. Also, the fact that he told Clarence Thomas that he was going to lynch him. Yeah, very effective.
Yeah.
Telling a black man in 1991 that you're going to lynch him.
That's pretty fucked up.
Well done. Yeah, the South Carolinian really came out of him that day.
Was like, alright, looks like you smoothskins are ready for actual missions again. Except you're going to clown college. And the Willie D was sent to the Battle of Okinawa under the leadership of some guy named Charles. Here they actually did some worthwhile stuff until June 10th, 1945, when a kamikaze began to dive towards them. They weren't able to shoot it down, probably because it wasn't American, but it crashed in the water some ways away. They were like, phew, crisis averted, turned their attention elsewhere, unintentionally driving right over where the bomber landed. The plane was like, the hell? Oh, shit, that's right. Bonsai. About 3 hours.
Well done, dummies. Well done. How do you not know, dude? If you see a fuselage hanging out of the water, you don't hit it. It's like oh, our steel hull will break through that fiberglass. Like, hey, wait a minute, wasn't that carrying bomb? Get away from there. Come here, you.
Who is it?
What do you think?
Oh.
Chunk-a-lunk. Hey, no.
Chunky troublemaker.
Hey, you look at me. Look at me. What are you doing?
You behave yourself, Mr. Kitty.
Chin scratchies. What? Who are you looking at? I love you, buddy, but you're rotten to the core. I mean, honestly, look at this. Look at this chunker. Look at it. Blah, 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 blah.
Yet again, don't cry animal abuse at me. I swear to God, I don't overfeed him.
No, he's just a big
He's
cat.
a criminal mastermind, and he sometimes gets a hold of food he's not supposed to.
Yeah, look at that, though. Look at that.
Like
Blah, blah, blah,
cakes,
blah, blah.
cats, food, and other random chips and snacks that he shouldn't have.
Also, he's a very fluffy cat, too, so a lot of the bigness is from his fur, too.
He is a bowl of Jello if you shake him and shake his belly, though.
Blah, 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 blah. We love you, buddy.
But he's on a decent diet, and he has lost a few pounds from where he was at the maximum.
His body mass index is not putting him in any danger, dude. He's just a big cat.
Yeah.
Can't be helped. It's not like how Lulu was when I first got her. Lulu, like, her body mass was all over the place. Then I finally stabilized her diet, and then she was good to go. Hey. Aw. Enough of a kitty cat pat corner. Back to the Salmonella video.
Hours of desperate repairs went by before the order to abandon ship was given, and miraculously, every crew member made it out alive by the time the ship sank, just 12 minutes later. So it just goes to show everything has its silver lining. Everyone on the dip ship gets to live, every filthy Chuck E. Cheese ball pit has a delicious prize at the bottom, and the vast nexus of pointless diversions we call the internet actually has a couple productive things to do on it too. Sponsor time! Skillshare is an online learning community with over 25,000 classes in design, business, technology, and more. Premium membership gives you unlimited access to high-quality classes on must-know topics, so you can improve your skills, unlock new opportunities, and do the work you love. If you're like me, you've been mildly interested in, actual animation for years, but felt too intimidated by the community to really get your hands dirty, Skillshare has plenty of tools to smooth that learning curve down into a gentle exploratory slope. How about this one? Simple character animation. Create a walk cycle with Dewey. Look at me! See you later, goof shits. I'm off to autonomize Kurdistan. Join the more than 7 million people already learning today with a special offer just for my viewers. While Skillshare is already less than $10 a month, the first 500 people who visit the link in the description can get a full year subscription for 40% off. So please, quit ruminating and start substantiating today. Anyway, that's all for today. Till next time, I'm Salmonella, and I'm a fella with rubella.
Well,
Yeah, we got another key.
hey, it's the black cat.
He was coming to see me.
It's the Bilbo, Mr.
I was about to
Baggins.
pick him up when he started over there.
Oh, buddies. Oh, I think someone's getting jealous. He knows that there's another kitty cat of it. Oh, there he goes. Here he goes. I knew it. I knew he'd get jealous.
Over there.
Here, go to your dad.
Ah, I don't want to go to my dad. Ah, dang it. I just escaped from one. I have to deal with another. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Okay, maybe look at me a little bit. My belly.
Hey, you can't see Bilbo because the video's in the way.
All right. Da-da-da!
Yeah, yet again, I would say those guys seemed way more stupid than unlucky.
Yeah. If anything, I'd say World War II's dumbest ship.
World War II's dumbest ship crew.
Yeah. World War II's most crew. There we go. Yeah, so I think that's all fair and good. But for right now, I think that's going to do it. This was Salmonella with the World War II's unluckiest ship, the William D. Porter. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, and if you want to see more from Salmonella, who just started posting again not too long ago, feel free to click his name in the title of the video. But until then, I'm Nate.
I'm Kate.
I am Nick.
This is Bilbo. And that's Vega.
Yeah. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.